Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment is being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where professionals and entrepreneurs publish to grow their businesses and to leave a legacy. This segment is another real estate market update from around the country and in your town. Today, we're visiting Las Vegas, Nevada, and joining me on the program is Carolyn Medina from Signature Real Estate Group in Las Vegas. Carolyn, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mark. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Carolyn, tell me a little bit about your business and the type of folks that you specialize in helping.
Well, I am a real estate agent. I help residential clients both in the buying and selling of real estate. I've been in the industry for a little over 6 years, and I absolutely love it. The Vegas market is booming right now. So it's a very exciting time right now for both buyers and sellers.
Terrific. Yeah, let's jump right into that. What people want to know is what's causing this boom in Las Vegas, especially in these uncertain times?
Right. Yes. Definitely caught us by surprise, thinking, the pandemic was going to slow things down, and the loss of jobs, especially in Las Vegas. We are huge in the hospitality industry, and unfortunately, that sector was hit really hard. So it definitely caught us all by surprise, but it's very welcoming. And a lot of it has to do with interest rates. Interest rates right now are so low that buyers are able to not only buy homes, but buy bigger homes than what they anticipated that they can actually afford. So it works out well for them. On the sell side, we do have very low inventory right now. So it is pegged towards a seller's market at this point, although right now I think it's pretty balanced. But because there is supply and demand, the inventory is low, so the prices are staying stable. It's not crazy like it was back in 2005 and 6, where prices were skyrocketing. So it's more of a stable market. We're really enjoying it. Buyers and sellers are both benefiting right now, so it's just a great time to be in the industry.
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting balance there, because the low interest rates and the opportunities that it provides for buyers. And then now on the seller side with low inventories, balancing that out. What do you think is causing like the low inventory? People staying put, or what's the sentiment been like out there?
Well, there's two theories. The first theory is because there is some instability in job security right now with the COVID. So sellers are waiting. But the bigger majority is they're refinancing. They're able to refinance at such low rates that it's worth them staying in their properties. And then many of them are, pulling out some of the equity and using it to do home improvements rather than move.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So what
the
about
dynamics are?
Yeah, what about so it sounds, as you mentioned, a stable market, Las Vegas. Other parts of the country that I've spoken to are people are fleeing certain cities, Chicago being one of them. People are going to the suburbs or leaving, the state entirely. It sounds like Las Vegas is feeling pretty secure about the future. Is that the sentiment now? Because I know that there's been, trouble on the Strip and worries about closures and the shutdown again. I know in Chicagoland, we're experiencing a second shutdown here. What's it like in Las Vegas?
Las Vegas is not having that much effect right now. I mean, the initial shutdown was a huge blow. We are running at about 50% capacity in the hospitality industry. So we're still holding effects of the original shutdown. A second shutdown probably would, devastate the economy even more so than what it is. But we're holding steady because we are getting an influx of California buyers. So many people are fleeing from California for whatever reason. Don't want to get into any politics on this
For sure.
conversation, but they are fleeing from California and they are coming here in droves.
Wow.
And so there's a big cash buyers that are coming in and trumping a lot of the locals here. Locals are being bid out of a lot of properties because California, the affluent people that are coming in from California can pay cash, and cash is king. So we are experiencing a lot of California coming into Las Vegas.
And obviously,
I think just
obviously Las Vegas is being a big tourism town, and your economy is really around hospitality there. These folks coming in from California, are these business owners? They're just like you said, wealthy cash buyers that can obviously work from anywhere. And is that why they're coming into Las Vegas, or what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think the affordability of homes, you can get twice the amount of homes in Las Vegas than from California. I think that because of the COVID, many industries have adapted to telecommuting. So everybody's working from home now, and they have the ability to work from anywhere. So with Las Vegas being much more economical, and a lot of people come here because their retirement could be cut in half, in the time that they need to spend working. If you can lower all your expenses by half by moving 5 hours over the border, why wouldn't you? It's sunny here, it's beautiful, it's growing. We've got huge commercial industries moving in here because of a lot of the tax benefits. So, you've got Amazon, some of these big giants that are coming in here in their distribution centers. So we're able to employ a lot of the people that are coming in, not in the hospitality industry, but in other industries.
Carolyn, what would be your number one piece of advice? First, let's talk about buyers, and then we'll go to sellers. Mm-hmm. So for buyers, what's the most important piece of advice would you give them buying today in today's environment that's more important today than ever before?
Well, I think that everybody can agree taking advantage of the low interest rate. These are historical lows that we haven't seen in, decades. So I think it's important, if you're going to make the leap in investing, now would be a great time to go ahead and do so. I have a financial background, so when I talk to my buyers, I sit down and we talk about, not only their, purchase in a home, but their future financial implications as well. I discuss with them, the responsibility of owning a home, and if they're barely treading above water, when we present the mortgage that they'll have to, absorb, I talk to them, I give them instances like, if you were to have a root canal and purchase a blown tire in the same month, can you still make your mortgage payment? If the answer is no, then I have them reassess purchasing right now. I know that the interest rates are low. I know this is something people should take advantage of, but buyers still have to beware. You can't be jumping into a huge financial responsibility if you're gonna be house poor, right? And we all know that term, house poor. Well, if you've got expenses that do happen, like flat tires and root canals, and it's gonna put you behind in your mortgage, then probably not a good idea.
Now, for the seller side, even though it's a seller's market, is there anything they need to know now to be prepared to take advantage of this time?
Well, I'll tell you, the biggest problem right now with sellers is they're so excited about the list price, right? So they put it on the market. They want to get the most for their dollars, but the appraisers are still coming in at market value. They're not inflating things just to get things off the shelves, right? So the expectations of a seller is a little out of balance right now. They think that it's, again, going to be like back in 2005 and 6, where, you can throw a large number out there and it's going to sell it's not. We've had, I can't even tell you how many homes coming in under value. The appraisals are coming in lower. So the expectations of the sellers, I think, are a little high right now in price point. So I, talk to my sellers about, look, your house is only worth what it appraises for, or what someone's willing to pay cash for. So we have to keep those things in mind when we're go ahead and we're going to list the house. We have to have, reasonable expectations of list price.
Right on. Carolyn, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in real estate. What inspired you?
Well, like I said, I've been in the accounting field for, over 27 years. And I was just looking for something that created more of an appreciative ending. When it comes to accounting, you don't usually get, oh, thank you so much when you hand them their tax bill. So I was trying to find something that I can merge the two jobs together. So two careers that can blend well together. And I thought about it for quite some time. What can I do? And it fell into my lap, real estate. I've had family members also in real estate for a number of years, encouraging me to do so. And I was very hesitant for a while. But then I decided to look further into it. And I really liked what I was seeing. So I thought, well, gosh, I can help them on the financial end of it and make sure that this is a positive financial decision. And then I can also help them in the process of it. So it was a win-win for me, and I've really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to doing it for many more years.
That's really nice, because I imagine that it's a much happier transaction each time. People enjoy that.
Yeah.
So Carolyn, for our listeners out there that are in Las Vegas or maybe fleeing California or somewhere else that are Las Vegas bound, how can they find you and connect with you if they could use your help?
Well, they can always look up, if you Google me, you'll find me all day long. But I have a Facebook page. I have multiple Google, I don't really have a website that is active. I have our brokerage website, which is Caroline Medina at Signature Real Estate. But I really respond more on my Facebook page. So people can always look me up on Facebook and under Caroline Medina, and they'll be able to find me there. But like I said, you can go to my brokerage page, which is carolinemedina.signaturenevada.com, or you can go to my Facebook page under Caroline Medina Realtor. Either way.
That's terrific. Caroline, I really appreciate your time and sharing your information and your market update for Las Vegas with my audience here. I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients. And thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Mark. It was a pleasure.
This segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where professionals and entrepreneurs publish to grow their businesses and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. Join me next time on my next Expert Spotlight. I'm Mark Imperial.